Hello, I'm Jodi Ginsberg of Ginsberg Law Offices. Today I want to talk to you about when you have a very serious injury that could be categorized as catastrophic. Catastrophic is a legal term that we use in workers' compensation. It doesn't mean that you have to be laying in a bed on a respirator, God forbid, but that there are certain injuries under the statute that allow us to argue that you're catastrophic. There are certain ways that we can also argue, if it don't qualify for a particular type of injury, that you may be catastrophic because you cannot get back to doing any job in the national economy, not just the job that you were doing when you were injured. And those are legalities that we can talk to you about when we see a case that reaches that level. It is very, very important that you understand what your rights are when you're talking about a case of that magnitude, because the amount of weeks that you potentially can get benefits, weekly TTD benefits, goes beyond the typical 400-week case. The amount of medical care that you can get goes beyond the typical 400 weeks of medical. And there are many, many other things that come into play when we talk about catastrophic cases in terms of the type of medical care that you can get and the resources that you're able to utilize in getting that. So it is definitely a type of case where you have a serious injury, whether it be a traumatic brain injury, whether you've had multiple back surgeries, amputations, the list can go on, I'm giving you a few, that we need to discuss that with you so that you understand, first of all, where does your case fall in terms of the potential to be catastrophic if it already isn't. How do we get it to that level if it's going to reach that level of case where we are going to go beyond those weeks of benefits and those weeks of medical care. And then if in fact it's a case that potentially may get settled and you may need to have your home modified if you have certain types of injuries where you have to have ramps put in or lowered cabinets or bathrooms have to be remodeled, all types of things, spinal cord injury types. So we look at all of those things for you. We work with you on that. We get very good vendors in there to try to help with modifying homes or getting you the services that you need. Transportation is another option. And with that said, if it's a case that we feel and you feel and the insurance company feels is something we want to get settled, then we need to prepare it properly so that we can maximize your value. And we are more than glad to reach out to certain folks that we know very well who can project for us costs of future medical care under the workers' compensation system and future potential for you to not maybe go back to work and be deemed catastrophic. There are many intricacies in getting the case to a proper format before you ever want to talk about settlements so that you do not get shortchanged. If you'd like to speak with me about where your case is at this point in time, is it something that we think may reach catastrophic designation? How do we get it to that point? When is the maximum time for you to settle that case and leverage it if that's what you want to do? And those are all the things that we talk about with you. We will give you our opinion about when is a good time to settle it, or maybe you don't want to settle it and you just need those vendor services, and we're more than glad to speak with you at that point as well. If you'd like to speak with me about your potential catastrophic claim or your catastrophic claim, I'm more than glad to speak with you, and you can reach me at 770-351-0801. Thank you. Hi, this is Jodi, and I hope you found this video helpful. If you'd like to know more about all rights and benefits available to you under the Georgia Workers' Injury Laws, I'd like to invite you to download my Georgia Workers' Compensation Survival Kit that I created for folks just like you. Some of the topics I cover include: can I get fired for filing a work injury claim? 8 critical mistakes to avoid. Is it true that the insurance company will hire a private investigator to follow me around and videotape my activities? What happens when the insurance company is late with my weekly wage payments? 7 specific tactics I recommend to maximize your case settlement value. If you or a loved one needs to maximize your recovery from your Georgia Workers' Compensation claim, you'll find this Survival Kit important reading. Download your Survival Kit right now and at no cost. Just visit my website and sign up. It's that easy. Please act now, and as always, I wish you the best.